Family.
Why though? Cause I said so.
It's quiet in the city at 11:30, and that's when I've been riding through the city on my journey. Them late nights is when you learn more about yourself. You reflect on things and put them all toward personal wealth. Rich in money ain't rich in spirit. I put it in the song so the people can go and hear it, and I do it so people hear how I'm growing over time. You don't see what's going on till you look at the other side. I realized from the time that I spent at GenRift, can't get too cocky or you're digging yourself into a ditch. That instant gratification is never scratching the itch. We gotta strive to look towards the bigger picture. In a sense, I was working 12 to 6, thought I deserved more to get. Little did I realize then, I got more for a bargain. The money wasn't enough, but that wasn't all that I gained. Let me take y'all on a trip, let's walk down this memory lane. I thought for people to like me I needed cash. I had to flex it from the first day to the last. Now I realize that insecurity stemmed from a lack of that perspective and a lack of some self-love. If you let that define you, you are hurting you. You don't know yourself and you thinking things that ain't true. Too much self-love is a recipe for disaster. Too little self-love and they mourn at you when it's after. For everyone who wanna go commit suicide, I'll give you the truest eyes. You gotta be you inside. And I'm trying to tell you cause I've been through the lows and through the highs. Begins to get better when you find a sense of newer pride. When I was young, all Rico wanted to be was just like all the people I was seeing on TV. But since the realization I am telling you, I see that those people live in lavish, no different from you and me. I'm not a saint, like everyone I'm a sinner, but that's not gonna stop me from seeking to be a winner. Every saint got a past, every sinner got a future. I'm looking to improve and I've never seen something truer. I was once the lake that was forever frozen over. Many people tried to thaw it, but I just kept getting colder. I had built so many walls and continued as I got older. I only began to know after I cried out to Jehovah that forgiveness what I needed and empathy what I lacked. I was someone so conceited I could never take that back. I was praying out to God in the time that I needed help. I knew God forgave me, but I had to forgive myself. We can't survive if we're focusing on the past. The people who do that will always finish and last. How you supposed to move forward if you're always thinking back? The present is the present, it's corny but it is facts. I told so many people they were wrong and I was right. I was so stubborn that I turned everything into fights. Combative to the point the anger kept me up at night. I had so many friends but now they're just out of sight. And it's all my doing, I'm looking at that movement and seeing I was in the wrong. I was the one acting stupid, but we're past that. That chapter in life has concluded, and now all I'm seeking to do is have some steady improvement. Now I see the perspectives and I consider everything in my life a blessing. I was nothing but contemptuous, now I devote my life to try to teach people lessons.
Yeah. 1 foot forward, even if I got leg damage. I realize self-forgiveness is the best bandage. I was closing doors, not wondering where my next hand is. Ego mixed with stress, a combination that I can't manage. Thought I was a legend before I had the chance to prove it. I was in my bag, but I didn't know how to use it. Sacrificing all my blessings for a vision that I thought I wanted. Felt like I was on a mindless grind. How you tell me to have patience still? I didn't want this for what it was. I wanted this for how it made me feel. To chase those thrills, not knowing that whenever I am blind inside, the only time where I can't see real. My life filled with feeling less relative to the media. Self-esteem going down when I ain't seeing up. Trends in my results, myself is who I'm beating up. Crying, picking the pieces up. Emotions ain't releasing, come close to the things I'm feeling, cause I thought I'm not good enough. Didn't know what good is, so the culture telling me what I should and I shouldn't, what I could and I couldn't. Pointing fingers, everybody my opposition except the person I was looking at. If only I took it back, changed my perspective and did all the things that I should have had. But I can't live in the past, I was living in the future, there's no different than that. Yeah, how I went through life without learning about no mental health. They say the results dictate the journey that don't ever help. Males we taught to hide the feelings, never learned to love myself. Reflected in all the choices I made, blaming someone else. Never cared about how others felt. but never cared about how I did too. My problems and my issues, never communicated the things that I was trying to get through. And that's why no others helped, didn't have no trust in me. I was the enemy, conscious by my side, he disguised as a friend of me. Didn't question mine, I was blinded by energy. Crazy how you can't feel more alive till you rest in peace. When I say I found my purpose, I mean it definitely. I mean it definitely. If they talking from the side, then I should just let it be. Yeah, if I ain't take responsibility, I'm admitting that I'm way too weak to change the options differently that brought me to this peak. If I admit that it's my fault, now I got pain I can't stop physically. Guilt from all the issues, find a way to stop the misery. Thinking of defeat, I should aim to pop the trigger. Please don't even let me speak, it be killing me so literally. I'm ashamed of trying to breathe. They say I can be forgiven even if I play the victim. I don't think you even need to give me a second chance. But nothing can move my mind more than the pressure can. And if the culture is a culprit, then it's secondhand. Take this guilt that you keep feeling, start to understand. Forgive the rest by forgiving yourself, then use this wisdom to help. Every time you face with someone with this system of thinking in mind, power your guilty emotion to a way to empathize. Connect the people beside. I said it loud when I came back so the people would know. I ain't know if I was someone I could even approach. Ironic, what we turned against is what we needed the most. I guess some lessons you can't learn until you see them for sure. I let that be a lesson. This world unpredictable, but I'm someone I know I cannot question. I keep working on myself. The improvement is endless, that's my perfection. Signed, GenRift. I let that be a lesson. This world unpredictable, but I'm someone I know I cannot question. I keep working on myself. The improvement is endless, that's my perfection. Signed, GenRift.